Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But anyways, I'll give you a quick update. Marco just left the session again. Armchair is now your race leader. Kiwi just went down to second. Matthew did get by Tengu as in third. And now it's Tengu and Sam are bringing the pressure against each other down the backstretch in the first DRS zone. But Tengu does remain in fourth for now. I wasn't sure if like my broadcast stopped or whatever, but I guess I'm back and going again. I apologize for what has been going on. This has been really bizarre. And Dubsy Mal has also left the session. Now, of course, there's 4 cars that retired. So, Fast just got another 3-second penalty this time for multiple warnings. So 6 seconds against the Arden. So the Ardens are 9th and 10th. And they could have had podium, though. 1 and 3 podium if Captain Schmeg I'm not entirely sure what happened to him in the feature race. I didn't catch it. So something may have been, I don't know if he made a mistake or whatever the case was. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Hold on, let me make sure my stream is doing one channel and not one video and not like multiple. Okay, so apparently I have like... Okay, this is really bizarre. Okay. Yeah, anyways, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. But anyways, BRT Fast is bringing the pressure, though, on Captain Schmeg. And now it's a 4-5 car... Yeah, 4-5 car train between... Kisku leading the way in the 5-car train. Archer, though, is your race leader. 4 laps, got 5 laps to go until the checkered flag. Kiwi, though, is still bringing the pressure. Actually, I kind of forget. Did they do a pit stop in the sprint race? Because I don't think I've seen anybody pit, except for maybe the cars that may have had damage. So I think that's it. Captain Schmid just got by Joplin and now moves himself up into 8th place. BRT Fast, he's had an incident again. What has happened to the feature race winner? He's now had 2 incidents. So he may not win the race weekend if this keeps up. He also has wing damage as well on the front left part of his car. So he will have to pit. I mean, the positions, though, is not going to change for him because Rachel's about 38 seconds away from him. But that's very unfortunate for the feature race winner and your points leader. But this will give Armchair some better advantage to get at least closer to BRT Fast. And Silent Gamer just got himself a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I think that's his first 3-second penalty of the game so far. But Matthew Dernier, though, he's having himself a pretty good sprint race after having not a pretty subpar feature race. Is in the podium right now, but he's got cars behind him bringing pressure with Tengu and Sam. Tengu was trying to get to him, but he locked up his brakes. He has slight contact, though, between him and Samu. Archer, though, has just separated, though, from Kiwi. Separated now by nearly 2 seconds away from him. So right now your positions is Armchair in first, Kiwi in second, Matthew Dernier in third, Tengu in fourth, Sam Pepito in fifth, Kisku in sixth, Silent Gamer in seventh, Captain Schmeg in eighth, Joplin in ninth, ninth, and Purvita in 10th, Rachel Ad in 11th, BRT Fast in 12th, Lakito in 13th, and that is pretty much it with the active cars on the track with Rogue, Flash, Dubsy, Ryan, and Marco, your only cars that are out. But Marco, for some strange reason, got disqualified from the start before he even got racing. And he said, and I heard it was because of internet issues. And then, yeah, if you also just tuned in as well, BRT Fast was your feature race winner as well. So, even though I had some slight internet connection issues, that's pretty much what's been going on right now. And also, if you want to check out any more stuff going on for Spec F1 Esports this weekend will be the Global and the Elite Series. This weekend they'll be racing in my home, the United States Grand Prix in Austin, Texas, at the Circuit of the Americas. So that's the race that I personally cannot wait, especially since I'm American. So that's going to be an exciting race. I think, so with a couple laps ago, it looks like they don't need to do a mandatory pit stop. But anyways. Yeah, tune in this weekend on the Spec F1 Esports YouTube channel to watch the Global and the Elite Series, the best of the best, competing out. But yeah, anyways, when I interrupted there for a moment, I remember when I said earlier that, well, if I did or didn't before the broadcast got interrupted, I thought that the racers were supposed to pit in the sprint race, but apparently they don't need to do that. So that's no big deal, I guess. And of course, it's also my first F2 race as well to commentate. So yeah, I've actually been enjoying this so far in terms of the races that's been going on. But Armchair right now has just got himself a steady lead. 5.7 seconds separate him and Kiwi. And so far, it looks like we haven't had too many close battles, maybe except for, looks like Samu and Tengu are going at it in turn 8. Samu just got by him, but Tengu's not quite done yet. Tengu just gets by him and gets ahead of him before we get to the end of the second sector. And Tengu moves back into 4th place. Steady battle between those two in 4th place. Rachel has retired from the session. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, I mean, I can't see from Lakito's POV because he's too far away, but I can see on the map that he has retired, looks like at the end of the second turn. Armchair will come around the final time to start the final lap of the sprint race here in the French Grand Prix in La Castelliette. Tengu gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, but still under pressure between him and Kisku. Kisku can pretty much just ride the back of him and just pretty much get the 4th place, but I don't think he wants that. I think he just wants to get ahead of him anyway. Wheel to wheel there at the end of turn 1. Tengu still manages to stay in 4th. And pretty much we will see where everyone will stand once the end of the sprint race ends. But right now, as it looks, Armchair will be your sprint race winner unless something happens to him. Matthew, though, he's closing in, though, on Kiwi for 2nd place. We'll see. Oh, he goes very deep. Very deep there. He had to get a penalty for that. Yeah, he does. Wow, and yes, he does give the place back. Get 8 seconds from that. Wow. And he completely locked up once he got into turn 8. He's still locking up those brakes, but also Kiwi just went very deep. Oh, he's got a puncture. Kiwi just got a puncture. But he doesn't have a penalty, though. He's got to hold off Sam as much as possible, but I don't think he can. No, he cannot. Sam moves into 3rd place. Wow. Samu is now moved up into 3rd. Armchair has just crossed the line and won the race. Matthew will come in second instead of third. Well, actually, that will depend on the penalty. He might move down to fourth. Sam is going to come across the line now. He goes into second. Tengu goes into the podium spot. Matthew moves down into fourth. Kiwi goes into fifth with a puncture. Kisku will finish in sixth. And Captain Schmeg and Japlin and Silent at GTS Game will round off seventh, eighth, and ninth. Pura Vida will round off the top 10 in 10th place. BRT Fast, who had an unfortunate sprint race, will finish in 11th. Followed by Luquito in 12th. So to the end of this quite bizarre broadcast I probably had to do in quite a long time. Armchair wins your sprint race and takes it. San Pepito will finish second with Taquillo in third. And the thing is, if Matthew didn't have that penalty, he probably would have finished second. But congratulations to Armchair, your sprint race winner here in France, and taking it for the Vitosi in front of the French crowd. So great moment there for the French Grand Prix, having a BWT Arden and a Vitosi winning the race in front of their home crowd. So we'll look at the order as it stands, who won the whole race weekend. That will go to Armchair Bike, who wins the entire thing. BRT Fast will finish second since he did not get any points from the sprint race. San Pepito will finish in third. Kiwi in fourth. Matthew Durian in fifth. Tengu in sixth. Captain Schmeg in seventh. Kisku in eighth. Marco Boda in ninth. Rogue in 10th. Champalin in 11th. Silent HGDX Gamer in 12th. Pura Vida in 13th. Luquito in 14th. Rachel Hadd in 15th. Dubsy Mal in 16th. And Ryan's Fab rounding out the rest of the field. So big victory there for the Vitosi, which means now he's getting much closer now to BRT Fast afterwards. After the entire whole Grand Prix. Probably the most interesting French Grand Prix I've had. Not because of mostly the racing, but because of how the connection was. The internet connection was suffering some major issues. And I guess from my part as well. But once again, your race winner is the Vitosi of Armchair, winning it out here in France. And I think we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Racer X, who commentated tonight's F2 Euro Series race. Take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your weekend.